No, I was. I only have 65,400. Wait, no, 654,619 credit chevs. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do if I need to buy a Pop-Tart out of the vending machine? That costs 700,000. Oh my god, I'm cooked. Welcome everybody, appreciate you. We got some fantabulous and fantastical DayZ cooking today in the oven. We got some fantabulous mastical DayZ action. Fantabulomormus and Gigantinormulus. It's everybody's favorite game in the entire world. DayZ, oh my god. I was playing on this one for a second because, you know, testing things out, and it was a little bit laggy. But the good old 8870, it's not only like active, it's less than 60, which is kind of perfect. I'm gonna try and set one thing up real quick while while we're loading here, so don't mind me. This song is a baller. It's so amazing, and I almost can't believe that it's a Suno song sometimes, but it's a frickin' Suno song. It's a Suno song. I'm like a living fucking Suno commercial. I should honestly email them and be like, hey, do you guys like do advertisement deals? Cause I should be getting paid for like the amount of good credit I like give Suno. What's up, Jay? How you doing, buddy? I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. We're just out here getting weird plays of DayZ today. I've been away from this game for a minute, so it's still pretty fresh for me. Like when I was checking out that server earlier, I was, I had to relearn my controls a little bit. No, I absolutely do not want to be starting on a server in the rain with a random start, because it's like the worst. Rain at night with a random start is the absolute worst start. Because I was on a different server last time, and I like hopped servers for like this loading. I teleported to a random position on the map, Sick start, yeah, pretty much. You're gonna be fucking sick if it's raining, yeah. It's not guaranteed, like, you can do stuff to combat it, but you're probably gonna... Oh, I know where I am. We're near Svet, I think. If the rain actually died down, that's huge. Because it gives me enough time to, like, unfuck my being soaked situation. So if we are where I think we are... Sorry, I just realized I'm in a profile that doesn't have night vision, so we're gonna be night vision free today. I have a whole night vision thing set up for DayZ because I know how dark it is at night, but I forgot that's in a different OBS profile. Well, I forgot it. My bad. Am I just gonna run towards that shot? A single random shotgun shot? Oh yeah, well, okay, good news, it's getting brighter, so it's gonna be morning soonish. Think someone was over here. Oh yeah, I'll take that. I'm just looking for anything that might be good. Sometimes guns or knives and beheaded stabby things spawn in these type of buildings. Basically, starter, you want to find a knife and any, like, little basic scrubby type shit that's gonna help you survive, which there's a lot of random things that are randomly helpful. The number one thing that I want right now, like more than anything else, is I want food. I need food and water. I need to get my cores up, because once your cores up, you're gonna survive longer. Get them cores up, baby. Alright, so... Ah, fuck, it started. I knew it was gonna start raiding again. So, my third thing is I'm gonna wanna be not getting soaking wet all the time, and I might have to just make a fire in a bit to, keep myself good from that. The good news is, like, generally this spawn is kind of a good one for rain. Or just jump off a cliff, or do that. Because there's enough stuff, like, close together leading into the map over here. You can kind of get into the map without, like, getting totally soaked. Hey, kid! Computer! Stop auto-downloading! Drenching clothes, do ya? Ah, fuck, come on, come on, come on. That's what I wanted. I want them to aggro on me while I'm up here so they come over here to fight me. So I can just stay over here and not be getting rained on while I'm punching these idiots. Got a real cool vest and a real cool hat. Feeling good. Feeling good in my cool hat. Eating chips on top of Mom's car. I'm a 90s. I'm a 90s fucking Kids Bop song. I'm a 2000s era Kids Bop song. Safety first when you cross the street, so I'm wearing my orange visibility vest. That man really wants to fight me, but I don't want to fight him. I like peace that make love, no war. Don't make love to a zombie though, that's icky. That's really fucking icky. Alright. Rain off, party on. Ow, stop it. This is my abusing zombies song. Oh yeah. We're gonna be punching zombies and running like a don't do drugs infomercial. What? PSA. Don't be a junkie, kids. Aggressive scenes of a man aggressively running. Like, when I was a kid, because of the anti-drug campaigns, I thought being a junkie just meant, like, you were a jogger. I was like, what the fuck? So, like, what, don't, like, go jogging? I didn't get it. But at least, like, credit to the people who made the infomercial PSA things for, like, not showing graphic drug use, because that's probably a better thing for kids to see. But I no cap thought like being a junkie meant that you like were a jogger, you just liked running. I'm looking for shotguns, because sometimes you find shotguns up here. You find random loot on the top of these. I have found fresh spawn shotguns in those before. Well, we're just gonna loot the crap out of it. Sorry, I needed the wrong thing. We're just gonna go up to this cute little town and loot the crap out of it. Nothing? Hey, we found fucking nothing! Actually, this is... it would be better if it wasn't damaged. One of your best, starter items you can get, like, bar none, is, motorcycle helmet. So we got a crude machete, we're basically golden at this point. I need to get water and then focus on getting food. Because if we got the machete, like, worst come to worst, I can just, like, find some chickens or some shit and eat those. These chickens are hella easy to find. But also, like, the trouble with this type of spawn location, too, is you're close enough into the deep of the map that you might get wolf spawning. And, fighting wolves with your fists is, troublesome. Like, if you can fight wolves with your fists, you're a god. If you get wolves and you fight them with your fists and nothing else, like, you're actually a fucking god in this game. Unless you're doing something like, you know, the car trick, like go in a car. I literally, like, there's a VOD, I think, still up maybe even, of me trying to fight a bunch of fucking wolves from the roof of the car. Yeah, it was bad news. Aw, come on. I was trying to hit the guy on my screen who lagged, and he disappeared when by the time I hit connected. Weak. I'm just gonna hide here a second and hope they, like, forget I'm here, and then pop back out again. She did forget. Yep, you just gotta beat them like they owe you money. Where's my money, bitch? Where's my money? Perfect. We got a blaster. So basically this is enough. If I find something to hunt, I should do that. Cause it's a good, quick way to fill your food up. Okay, so what I should do is just go town to town. So I should go to the town that's, I should go to Hobo, because Hobo's right next to here. Smart one. There we go. Alright, so I want to fight these guys. I want to fight all of these guys, and I want to do it somewhere that's not going to be fair for them. Because that's the only way to fight zombies in this game. Don't ever fight fair. You gotta get somewhere that they can't hit you back. It's an awesome flat cap, but my hat is better protection. And I want the jeans with their damage, so I'm not taking them. Basically, I'm gonna go through this entire town looking for like scrub level type loot. Oh my god, yeah, helicopter on PC. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. That'll be fun. I used to so here's a fun thing about me. My fun. What's up? It's Pot Noodle. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see ya. Thanks for pulling up. One of my first games that I ever played, or like, you know, my first experiences with video games was Flight Simulator. Check it with Air Combat. It's kind of old, but it was like it's like a combat fight simulator. And they have like World War II era planes up to like early 90s era planes. And so like my first video game that I ever like really got into was a flight sim. And every game that has had like flying stuff in it, I've had like spent a lot of time with it because it's really fun. Like I've spent so many hours in GTA 5 just because of the flying mechanics in it are so good. Yeah, so I'm sure like the helicopters and DayZ will be, it'll be a blasty blast. I can't sleep and I have exams on Wednesday. I'm sorry. If you can't sleep, like the best thing I could recommend, like if you want to try and get to sleep, try reading for a little bit. Because it kind of sets your brain in like a certain state, and it also, the reading, like, tricks your eyes into being tired, which can trick you into, like, being sleepy, I've heard. I've tried it, I can say it definitely, like, it works on me. Yet even if you can't, like, sleep, if you just lay down and like get physical rest and shut your eyes, at least that will like help you more than zero rest or sleep or whatever. You're gonna do great on your exams. You just gotta roll in there with some confidence, bro. Just roll in there knowing that you got it. Been finding some cool shotgun shells over here. That sounded like a scorpion off in the distance there. Maybe yes or maybe no, because it could be more shots. Tough to say. 2 weeks of exam stress, yeah. It'll be really, you're gonna be so happy when it's all behind you, bro. I need to get back on this car whenever over here, yep. Or this thing might work. This might be too tall, though. It's funny that you can't just like crouch and punch at the same time. But no, you can't do that in this game. No way. What are you thinking, crouch and punch? You gotta stand straight up if you're gonna throw a punch, silly. It's a full-bodied motion. That's a full-body gesture. You can't throw a punch with just your arms. It's insane. Never heard of such a thing. Never heard of such a lunacy. That is going on my head. And we're gonna drink some water. Glub glub. We are snazzing and jazzing right now. Bro. He's got some pizzazz in his zippaz. He's got some zap on his zabs. And his watermelon is jank-enormous. His jagaloopa-novernicoops. Bro, look at that. Look at the dancing though. Look at that pure swagger. Nice, nicely done. This song be like. I feel like they did a graphics update on this game recently. Like in between the last time I played it. Because things be looking a little different, and they always do little tweaks, little graphical tweaks in this game, and it's been looking like better and better, a little bit by bit. Over time, as time progresses here. Flush it. Ooh, we got a box of, we got a box of 308. And a hunting knife, that's perfect. So this guy... box of canned tuna, we got a cool flag that I'm not gonna mess with. I'm gonna wait until my food's a little better before I eat the tuna. Thanks for the lurk, buddy, I appreciate you. Yeah, we're literally just gonna go through everything in this town looking for loot. So I just got some food. God, I am so stuffed up right now because of allergies. I'm sorry, guys. It does not feel amazing, and I am not, all about it. I'm not all about it. Oof. And I'm gonna sneeze again. Yay! So, like, we have a cooler. We have, like, an air conditioning thing in my apartment. It'll always, like, turn it on and, like, leave it on, but, like, it just doesn't reach my room. It's awful. My room is always fucking hot and it's terrible.
Pot Noodles just redeemed posture check.
Thanks for the posture check, Pot Noodles. I appreciate you. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna have to, like, stop and go blow my nose in a second here. Have I mentioned that, like, allergies are terrible and no thank you? Oh yeah, I was gonna take an allergy pill this morning and I spaced it. Yikes. Well, that's what I get. And now it's getting warmer in my fucking room. Y'all. Let's go. That's so exciting. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, I'm loving that. I'm absolutely in love with that right now. Alright, well, I'm gonna go blow my nose and try and see if I can do anything to make my room not fucking swelteringly hot, because Jesus fucking Christ, we have a cooler unit in our apartment. It shouldn't be this hot in here. There's no reason I should be, like, sweating and dying in my room. We have cooling. I can, but it's like, if I open a window, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be sneezing fucking more. So yeah, hold up for a second. I'm gonna be right back. Oh my god. Excuse me. Oh my god, that's so much better, okay? I can feel airflow now. I like to avoid, like, opening the window if I can, a lot of the time. At least while I'm streaming, but... Oh, wow, alright. Definitely is a case of, like, I just want to stream and not sweat sometimes. Maybe I need to just, like, do later streams right now, because fucking it always gets so hot. Like, if I just am using my computer, it's usually not bad, but, if I turn on the PS4, like, we all know what PS4s are like. Okay, this is cool. We actually got some pretty good starter stuff. We got a sewing kit and a leather kit. And, like, my health isn't fucked up yet, so we're pretty much, like, as good circumstances as you can hope for. And my clothes aren't wet. Should probably have the... Excuse me. Should probably have my gun on the quick bar. Yeah, there we go. Yep, now I'm just gonna circle around to all the stuff here that I haven't hit yet. I like to kind of, like, go through, like, a neighborhood at a time. I know, yeah, no, it's not a great solution, that's the thing. Because I want to be online when people who like to watch me are gonna be able to watch. Yeah, I was gonna start earlier today. But, like, I've just been really tired, because, like, I'm not totally 100%, like, better from everything that, like, I was taking medicine for recently, but I'm enough better that, like, it's not bad. I'm better enough that it can stream, but I'm still, like, exhausted and have to build my strength back. Man, there's so much loot in some of these places. I definitely don't, like, want 22 ammo, but I'm gonna keep it, because I'm probably gonna get a 22 before I get anything that shoots 308. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to open my window, because I can feel I'm gonna sneeze again. If my eyes start getting itchy, I'm gonna have to stop. We'll just have to remember to take allergy medicine tomorrow. Trail shoes, we take. I usually take an extra pair of shoes, like, when I'm starting or if I'm traversing like large areas of the map, because your shoes will wear out and you'll just like space it and they'll be like fucking ruined before you notice. And it's nice to just be like, cool, well I have an extra pair of shoes, and swap them and move on. And it's extra cool to do that and be like, great, now I have a little bit more inventory space in my pockets too. What? Oh boy. I hate fucking hay fever so goddamn much. I'm just sitting here like fucking my teeth are just my teeth. What are my teeth? My eyes, not my teeth. My eyes are teeth earing up. It's so fucking frustrating that I'm like forgetting basic shit like what my organs are called. It's almost as frustrating as the ability of the zombies in this game to swing away from you and hit you. I guess shutting a door on her did nothing because she is just too powerful for the fucking door. And just had to mesh through it like a goddamn fucking queen. You go, queen. I'm gonna take out all of my rage at all these things happening right now on you. Yeah, he was my rage dump. He was my rage scapegoat. Cool, well now I'm gonna have to stop again to fucking drain the gallon of snot that is accumulated inside of my nasal passages. Because I would like to breathe, please. Okay. I thought I was playing against the challenges of this game, but my real challenge today is fucking hay fever. Dang it, it might be another case of, dang it, I just wanted to effing stream. Because, like, I'm all about doing challenges and doing the hard thing and all that stuff. Like, that's basically what my channel's about for the most part, is, like, alternative tactics and difficulty things. But like I got my limits, I'm sorry. Oof. Because I was exhausted, earlier and I had to lay down for a bit after work instead of starting stream like I wanted to, then I wasn't like, this wasn't a problem then, it's only a problem when I start trying to stream. Isn't that like Murphy's Law or something? Yeah, we got her through the door. Come on then. How did I only have enough stam for 3 power attacks? It's crazy. Oh yeah, I love that classic DayZ item glitching around fucking item breakdancing noises. Yeah, so the whole like hay fever thing is extra bad for me because like my whole problem, like the whole major problem with my health, where I like at least like the major thing that has been an actual issue is like my sinuses, so not being able like had being fucking super congested is actually a huge problem for me. Like it's not innocuous, it gets to be complicated really fast. In a bad way, and that's not what I want. But we found a Mosin, that's dope. We got a bunch of sewing kits too, which is kind of random, but I'm just taking them, I don't even care. These are damaged, I guess, so I don't want them. Yeah, no. Bye-bye. And that's the thing, is when you take stuff in your pocket, sometimes it'll get damaged by just being in your pocket. Well, my room was better for a second, now it's fucking hot again. Alright, we're checking garages. Part of me wants to go to the military place, but I need food more than I need military anything. But there also might be like military food stash there. It's kind of worth checking. But probably not before exhausting all my options in town here. Wee-hee. Always when you get a water bottle, empty it out. Unless you're like super deep and you specifically want to keep the water so you can wash your hands if you like cut something, if you cut an animal. But remember which one is the one that you don't drink. I'm pretty much like set to evolve my kit right now. What's up, Crispy Jelly Bean? Crispy Jelly Bean candy! Thanks for pulling up, buddy. I appreciate you. I'm just out here struggling against hay fever to try and survive have my own willingness to stream. Yeah, we're putting these shorts on. There we go. So we got some random bullets. We're pretty much cooking massive right now. Doing all right. You been okay? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. It's always important to, you know, take the time you need to, like, look after yourself and everything. Take your rest and eat good food. Make wise choices, all that good shit. In another, look, I got 3. I got so many guns right now. So we're just gonna keep the pump out. Yeah, that's wild. Well, the good news is I can probably actually deal with wolves if we got arrested by wolves at this point. Depending on how many there are, so I'm pretty much good to head further in the map. Oh yeah, because I forgot I have Mosin bullets. That's awesome. So I have a little bit of ammo for each of these. Do that. Cool, so if anybody F's around, they're gonna get the good old blap blap. Da-ba-da-bum, ba-ba-da-bum, ba-dum, ba-da-bum. Okay, well, I'm surprised there weren't, like, zombies right here, because there's usually, like, 3 right over here. It's a bit of a shocker. Alright, we're going to that military camp, then I'm gonna come back and keep looking for more food in the western, like, part of that town. Basically, like, there's the main, like, triangle kind of city blocks area. And then, like, there's a road that leads from the town to Hobo. And, like, there's a bunch of houses and stuff on that road. But I usually will check that once I'm leaving. Because it's all just houses. They don't always have amazing stuff, but they are fairly likely to have food. So if I'm going back that direction, I want to just go back through there and look at them. Been thinking of selling my PC to get a PS5. Interesting. I mean, I've seen a lot of people saying that PS5 gameplay stuff is looking pretty good. I was thinking about getting a PS5, and I'm gonna go with computer upgrades instead of the PS5, just simply because not being locked into, like, Sony Marketplace PS5 type stuff. Well, but PS5 is a good option if you want something with good graphics that's gonna be standardized and you're gonna have a lot of titles on it, because there's for sure gonna be a lot of games. There's a lot of games already. can play most of your favorite games and it's easier for you with constantly moving. Yeah, that makes sense. It's definitely less to set up. You just pretty much plug it in, right? As long as you get like a network adapter or whatever. Hooey! Yep, you know what? I like PlayStation. I like playing on the PlayStation. I've gotten a lot of mileage out of my PS4. Like, no cap, I've gotten a ton of mileage out of the PS4. Longer than I probably should. Maybe for streaming. But, you know, it is what it is. I try and be, like, current and all that. And I mean, they released Splitgate 2 for PS4. So there's still people dropping, like, current gen stuff for PS4 for me, so it's like I'm just barely able to still make it work. But with the PS5, like, you're gonna be all the new better graphics and new games and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. I like it, and I've been debating it like a lot. Part of me wanting to play Arena Breakout Infinite on the controller has been because I want to test out like how viable that is to actually like be on a controller on the PC. I gotta blow my nose, I'll be right back. Hate. This whole hate beaver thing is a huge problem for me because, like, I just finished taking medicine. I just finished fucking taking antibiotics for my sinus infection. And it's like not even all the way better, it's just like mostly better. Oh, and now like my fucking nasal passages are just like, nope, by the way, fuck you. Oh, you wanna breathe? No, fuck you. I need something that's not ripped. The Mummer Jacket has more space though. Controller on PC is not that much different than on console, in my opinion. With newer games, most of the button mapping is the same, if not exactly the same. Yeah, this is true. Like, my experience with Breakout Infinite has been really interesting because the game doesn't actually support like controller functionality. It allows you to map your controller buttons, but the support ends there. Like, it doesn't have any controller like input adjustments for the sticks or anything, or like any like real in-depth button mapping options that are viable for controller. So yeah, it's been really interesting. That probably went on the belt, yeah. I've been struggling with it a lot. There's been a lot of struggle involved with getting my controls good in Breakout, but it has worked so far. We got, you know, so far so good status. There's a chicken. I might have to go and get that chicken and eat it. Yeah, someone was definitely here because there's the Colt. I'm in an emptied out Colt mag. They're taking bullets. And the only reason that I was brave enough to try and put my own button mapping for Arena Breakout is because I've played so much Insurgency that I've definitely seen, like, the entire concept of button mapping it's pretty flexible. Like, as far as what you can accomplish with a controller if you utilize, like, holding down button presses and then double button presses. I'm still, like, at pretty much a hard limit for, like, I have functionality I need to add to the button mapping, but I don't have, like, I don't have the means to implement it. Does this not go in the belt? Oh, it does, okay. What's this one? What's badly damaged, and this is badly damaged too? Okay, that's fine, because we can use those for stuff. Use cargo pants. So yeah, somebody definitely was through here looting. But that's fine, because they left some of their trash behind here for me, and it's one man's trash is another scab's treasure. We're gonna just run back to town. Part of me wants... Yeah, we're gonna lose this. Part of me wants that. But part of me is really happy having a gray, like a body gray, because that's actually really strong camo in this game. Like, my amount that I blend in with this is pretty strong. So yeah, that's one thing that's, like, definitely overlooked. If you ever get into modding games, PC is the way to go, yeah. I have it, but that's one I've been excluded from doing modding stuff because I haven't been on PC. Like, for example, Skyrim. Like, I've played a ton of Skyrim PS4, and it's kind of fun to, like, have it be like, what, you know, how far can you go in vanilla, and what, like, mod level type of fun things can you do in vanilla? But also being able to mod just is a whole different ballpark. But that's definitely one of the fun things about my Skyrim gameplay videos is I did the, like, what, 6 followers exploit. It's not a bug or a glitch, it's just an exploit, because you go to the point in the story quest where these different followers will follow you for a quest, and then you just stop doing the quest and they'll continue to follow you. So basically you get, like, free followers. I had Delphine and Esbern. Lydia? Is it Lydia? No, not Lydia. You get a generic follower. About half the time I had Lydia with me. You can get Mercer Frey with you also. You can get, I'm having a hard time remembering her name, but the vampire girl that follows you for a quest who has the Elder Scroll. You can get her as a follower, and you can also get a dog. Like, all at the same time. I feel like I'm forgetting someone too. But basically, like, you can mop around with a full, like, Dungeons and Dragons type party. Just by doing the... Serena! Yeah, Serena. That's her name. You know who I'm talking about. I always called her Taco Bell Girl. I have 100+ mods on Skyrim, mostly to improve the beauty of the cities and towns and better combat animations. Right on. Yeah, I've seen so many, like, different types of mods and content for Skyrim. There's definitely a freaking wand out there, that's for sure true. He's got the nunchucks. He's trucking. Don't do it. No, don't do it. He's just gonna jump into the water. Just jump. Whee! Plunk. Okay, he's gone. I was scared for a second. I thought something else was gonna happen. I need to find food, so we're running back to town, and my health is already going down, so this is rapidly becoming a little bit more urgent. But that's fine, food isn't exactly hard to find. In this game, you just gotta know what to look for. If I'm trying to find food, I want to cut across all this industrial shit right here and go into downtown. Because I'll find some food pretty fast there. Hopefully. Oh, this bus station right here will have food. Almost guaranteed there's going to be something here. That'll tide me over to get into downtown, and then I can look around there a little bit more, in-depth search. May or may not have some spicy mods as well, yeah. I mean, you kinda, I feel like in present year, it's almost mandatory to have some type of, like, something. Just something. Yeah, we don't need to keep the damaged ones if we got good ones. Definitely want to be careful here, because there's, like, will be a lot of zombies in this area. And if you're not careful, they'll fuck your shit up. I'll just take... Wow, look at all these knives just sitting here. Alright, that's perfect. We got enough food to tide me over, just like I was hoping for. One can of tuna will keep me good for a minute. We can, like, look at my kit right now. This is like, I'm at 59 minutes. I'm not even at 1 hour of playing with this character. And we've got 3 guns. I have, like, really good tactical flows. Yeah, this game is different now. It's just different. This used to be like an entire day worth of gameplay to get this type of kit. Even just this. And look, there's so many knives and shit out here too. I literally, like, didn't even grab a whole knife because I already have my pockets full of knives. And the wider. Like, what is this? It's so overpowered. There we go. Check in the buses because there's stuff in the buses sometimes. I absolutely want more food than that, but I'm gonna be looking for high probability places to have food until I get my food core back up. Highest probability places for food means that I'm gonna be looking around downtown. There's certain downtown buildings that I want to look at after I bully Grandma here. She had nothing. Don't lose that. Checking the bus. Checking the bus. There's an alarm clock and nothing. Okay, we're out. Let's get this bitch too. I can't stress enough, like, how much that helmet helps. Like, in Arena Breakout, like, you need the helmet and the armor and stuff. Like, you basically just need it if you're trying to not immediately die when you're getting shot. And, yeah, I've been having a great time loading with basically nothing or loading with a grenade. And, trying to, you know, basically flip the first person, like, go rush. Either rush like a scrub or rush a player. Like, rush a scav or rush a player. And immediately try and get, like, knock someone and get their kit, basically. I've been having a blast with that. I'm gonna keep doing it, definitely. Sorry, but when you're fighting here, you have to stay backed up against this. That's why I'm duck quiet all of a sudden. Because they can reach you on this little table. You have to stay backed up against the wall while you're fighting. If you climb up on there when you're trying to run from a crowd of zombies, he can fight them off, but you have to stay backed up against that wall the entire time. And it ain't easy. Cool, so my food's yellow now. These greenhouses, they're right to check for food. I'm going straight for high probability food places. Because that's my current, like, thing I need to get. I think my favorite PC survival game called Scum. Is Scum a blocked? He probably did it like that because Scum is a blocked word, huh? I'm familiar with the game. I've never played it, but I've seen stuff. That's the game where you, like, poop, right? There's not a lot of games where you poop, and if I remember correctly, Scum is one of those games where you poop. Which is, it's great. You got it from a developer, and yes. Oh, that's great. I love that. It's awesome that you got it from a dev. So I've seen, like, a little bit of it, and there's, like, in the regular drop mode, it's sort of like, Generation Zero, like, as far as the enemies, right? Like, there's big robot-type enemies and shit. And then you drop, like, when you spawn, you, like, drop out of the sky, too, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I've seen some stuff from it. Like, it's definitely, like, filled with memes. It's meme-worthy at this point. And that game also has, like, a really good radiation mechanic, too, right? I think I remember that, like, you really need radiation protection if you're going in the hot zones. Yeah, it's one thing I feel like this game could implement really well. I guess we'll see, like, over the next dev cycle. Because what if they took all the stuff they added for Frostpoint, like the frozen mechanic and, like, the metal poisoning? What if they took that and did an actual radioactive, like, radiation zone and not just a gas zone? Because make no mistake, gas zones are cool. These buildings are the one we want to look for food. This specific one right here, and there's a million of them in Dab Dab. These are, like, high likelihood to spawn food in one of the spawn positions or inside of clothes. So if you go into a big town and you see this type building, just go in and check them, because you'll find food sooner than later. Yeah, look at Mother Knife. I always have a hard time looking for food here just because this town is so big, but it's here. You just gotta look around for it. It's correct, and then you have puppets, zombies. Oh yeah, I remember the zombies too. There's one sector that's got a rad zone. I've almost memorized the entire map. Nice. Yeah, I've never played Scum, but like, it got my interest in the same way that this game captured my interest. And, I mean, here I am playing this one now, so if, like, once I get my gaming PC, like, truly, you know, I'm in the process of, like, doing updates for my gaming PC. Once that's done, then I'm gonna be basically getting games again. And, I think DAYZ's on the list. I basically have to get a PC copy of the few things I already own. And then some things are free, like Fortnite's free. I could definitely see myself playing some Scum. If I get those updates and everything dialed in, because if I remember right, Scum is pretty intensive on the old graphic requirements, but that's a fairly common thing for a lot of these type of games these days. Just let me in. Come on, just close the door! God! Oh, come on! Fucking drop button presses. And you see the way the zombie's lagging when I'm trying to fight her, so of course it is a drop button press, because the server is just lagging. That's like my one huge complaint with this game is when your connection, when the game is lagging because you're in like a city or whatever. Okay, so this is how it works. You'll be just in a city. You'll be just somewhere. And because this game is load on demand streaming the assets, you'll be, just because of the random place that you're standing, the game will lag. And if you're trying to fight a zombie while this is happening, good luck. Because it'll like freeze and shit while you're trying to fight him. Alright, come on, just come up to the door. Ruin my frickin' thing, come here. It's not ruined, I can repair it still. Spent almost 300 on buying Scum for friends. I used to run my own Scum. Oh, nice, right on. Like, part of me wants to make a DayZ server, but it's like, it's on the verge of being outdated, and I would rather do like a DayZ 2 Arma server if I was gonna do anything. Cause like, this game is good, but it's just old and clunky. I haven't played it on PC at all. And I'm sure like things are probably better on PC, but also like, it's DayZ, so my problems with the game aren't gonna be gone because they're core like game issue problems, like the dual game engine thing. And the only way for them to fix that is gonna be to completely like recompile the entire game in a new engine, which obviously has not happened and is not going to happen because that would be a different game at that point. It would be DayZ 2 if they're gonna do that. And that's already happening, not in a new, like, different engine, but in Arma 3. I'm a Reforger, yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how things are currently. There's a lot of stuff up in the air. I wish that they just started, like, outright fully started on DayZ 2, like, years ago, instead of fucking Sakal. Like, Sakal is great, but I don't even play it because it's so laggy and shit. Like, Sakal does not, okay, yeah, fun fact, lore drop, Sakal does not fucking run well at all on PS4. Like, parts of it will run, but then you'll get to a town and it'll just be like fucking, it'll be 1 FPS. Because of all the little like fucking plastic bags and like pieces of shit on the ground, it just makes it super fucking laggy. And yeah, if my game is lagging because of like literally fucking like plastic bags and trash, that's like the scenery, I'm not gonna play your shit because that's fucking dumb. If there's so many like scraps of trash, if that's the art that's like making my game lag, I don't even want to play it. And it's all like little, it's the little like wire fences and shit. It's just like stupid, really no excuse to make the game lag type things. But I'm very opinionated, so what can I say? I do 3D modeling and stuff myself, so I'm very familiar with the concept of like optimization. And for the fact that the actual areas that make my game fucking stall on a PS4, they don't look any better or different than other areas. There's not effects that are optimized or like really particularly demanding. It's just meshes that are not optimized for PS4. It makes me not even want to play it on PS4. Like, I seriously considered asking for a refund for Sakal when I got it. Because, like, this shit's not playable on PS4. Like, it's really fucking bad. If you're in one of these towns and there's a single other player there, it's gonna be, like, 1 frame for every 2 seconds. And that's just not good. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. Boy, that was lucky. I can log into Sakal in a little bit and show you what I'm talking about. Well, we got basically my mission accomplished here. Again, yeah, look at my, this is what I was saying about the gray color for the camo. So look at the color of me versus like the ground and this other shit here. Like the gray, straight gray camo is actually really good for urban. And in woods, the thing about the gray is in woods environments, it doesn't stand out. It blends in decently. So if you need an all-around camouflage type situation, what I'm wearing right now is actually really, really fucking good in this game. Like if you had this with wraps on the guns, you would be looking, or you'd be looking really good, because the wraps basically they kill your silhouette. They don't make them like invisible or anything, but they make the silhouette look less like an identifiable gun. I got a slightly outdated laptop and it could play Scum fairly smooth. I think now might be better with their recent optimization patches. Yeah, my PC has a RX 580 GPU, which is slightly outdated. I think that's similar. I think that's really close to what I'm using for my gaming PC right now. I think it is. I can't confirm that. That's cool though. Yeah, I know like optimization is huge. Basically like I make all my avatars and like streamer avatar art type stuff. And some of my early V-Ride models were so poorly optimized that they gave me problems. Like I never crashed because of it. But it would like make my shit lag. It would make my shit fully like not work. And that was entirely because of like a few thousand polygons, triangles, textures. That's all getting live animated. So the way I learned how to optimize my V-Ride stuff was pretty easy. Pretty insignificant, actually. Oh, did I leave? I left my fucking shotgun back there. I don't want to be doing that. Basically, V-Ride Studio has built-in optimization tools in it, so you can auto-cull triangles, polygons. So it has a mesh. It's like quad reduction, polygon reduction, triangle reduction, whatever you want to call it. And it's a slider, so you basically turn the slider up to wherever it still looks okay and doesn't look like too many chunky polygons. And then you're good. And there's a few sliders that do different things. And if you play with them, you'll learn You know, it's basically that. You move the slider up until your stuff doesn't look like ass, but still, like, you can maybe see a couple polygons. Yeah, what's up? Thanks for the raid. Hey, it's Toast. Thanks for the raid, Toast. I appreciate it. Everybody got toasted. We're all getting toasted. Hey, what's up, Link?
Link 1 like just followed.
Link 1 up. Link 1 like. Yo, thanks for the follow, bro. I appreciate you. Malcolm Raiders. Thanks for following up. I appreciate you. The kittens have Booby.
Booby3 just followed.
Oh, great job, narrator. You did a great job with that name. I'm so proud of you. Thanks for the follow, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for the raid, Toast. How's it going, buddy? How's it going? You guys keeping it nice and toasty over there? Heck yeah. Thanks for the shout out. I appreciate you. It was Jay, okay. I keep watching for who's doing the shout outs because I always miss it. No, it's Booby. Hey, Bobby, no, it's Booby. I mean, I'm sure you've heard the classic phrase bobs. Like, hey, nice bobs, show me your bobs. Hey, I haven't seen that before. Raid, raid, raid. Love it, love it. I just want to say, Toasted, that emote looks fucking great. And thank you for bringing that by and dropping some on my stream, because that hits different. Sometimes you ask somebody how it's going and they say what's up, and then sometimes they just pull up and show you, and yeah, that hits different. So thank you for that, I appreciate you. And I found like 2 or 3 of these derringers in here. Oh yeah, Toast, fun fact. Yeah, you bet it does. Thank you for making these, heck yeah. I mean, you caught me at a good time, because I was just kind of like randomly like... You like, see, I think you said hi to me from the marathon server, and I was just like, hey, what's going on? Because I get random people saying hi all the time. I drop my streamer stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm a streamer too. Cool. Yeah, that was perfect. That was a perfect little situation. Anytime, heck yeah. Oh my god. No. I tried to dodge him. Whoa, did you see that? This guy just went through me. I'm trying to dodge him and parry his attacks. I can't hit him, and then he just goes through me like, fucking excuse me? Come on. Yeah, welcome to DayZ. If you've never played it, you can expect, that either go onto a server with 0 players, or you can expect some combat like that. While punching a zombie in the face. Says how while punching a zombie in the face, facts. Yeah, that's just what life is like out here. Man, I came into this town really hoping to, find some food, but things are escalating, rapidly, so we might just take a 90-degree turn and... I mean, I need food, so that's not gonna change. Oh, yeah, we're upgrading. We're upgrading from the gimme your money. I'll show you. I call this one the gimme your money for obvious reasons. This is obviously the give me all your money. The balaclava. Yeah, we're trading that up for the SWAT open up. Trading out the give me your money for this SWAT open up. Police open up! What were you playing, Toasty? What were you getting into? I'm definitely, once I wrap this up and I wrap up the stream, I'm probably gonna be playing some more breakout knife drops, because I'm full-on addicted to dropping into the farm with nothing but a knife and maybe a grenade, blowing up a player with said grenade, or just cutting their face off with the knife, and then extracting with all their shit, because God, that's so fun. People never expect, like, they don't know how to fight back against someone with a knife. Some players do. Oh fuck, I just did it again. I'm really trying to lose this shotgun. God, I wish you could throw the hatchets in this game. It's funny, like, if you get the jump on a player with the knife in Blackout, or in Breakout. I keep calling that game fucking Blackout, because I used to play Blackout when Black Ops fucking 3, or I think it was Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4. It had to be Black Ops 4. I used to play hella Blackout when that game came out. That shit was fun. But Arena Breakout. It's funny because I've been doing the knife drops thing. I'm like actually getting pretty good using the knife. Excuse me. And yeah, a lot of people skip to the knife. They skipped to the knife, they never went to the shooting range and learned how to use their things. As, you know, maybe that might have been a good idea. To go to the shooting range and learn how to frickin' aim. Or at least, you know, train with the knife for 5 minutes to learn certain mechanics about the game. I'll illustrate when I'm talking about with the knife in a second here. But I pretty much, like, if you realize that how powerful the knife is, and realize how you can exploit its abilities, it's fucking super OP. So I'll show you. It's pretty simple. Like, you'll be rushing homie with the knife. Homie will see you, and he'll be trying to fight you. He'll try to aim at you. Hey, thanks for pulling up. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate you. And when he tries to aim at you, and you're too close to him, he literally can't even point his gun at you because you're too close. So I'm the wall. I'm cutting the person holding the gun. I'm cutting me, and they're trying to aim at me, and they can't even aim at me because I'm in their face. I'm body blocking their ability to shoot. So if you're using the knife in Breakout and you just bum rush people and get right up close to them, you're gonna make this mechanic happen where they won't be able to actually fucking physically aim at you, and you're gonna stun lock them. You're gonna body block them and stun lock them with the knife. And yeah, boy, it feels great doing something that's fully like game mechanics and fully part of the game, but at the same time is absolutely broken and it feels like you're fucking cheating. It feels like you're bullying the shit out of people when you do it. Because obviously, like, if you know how that mechanic works and they don't, it is basically bullying them, because if they don't know how to fight back, they don't have a chance. If they just are trying to shoot back at you, they don't have a chance. Alright, well... yeah, there we go. I heard the footsteps and I was trying to figure out where they were coming from. We're at kind of a turning point. I could go to the edge of the map, or we could take this road around the corner here. So I'm gonna go fill up my water, and then we're gonna go take the road. Hey, look, I found a crate. Someone randomly hit a crate in this house. It's random. It's so random. Peter, you're so random. I guess random zombie ain't trying to get their ass beat, so whatever. Come on. It's fine, I have an extra one for you. It's fine. Right? Am I doing it right? The answer is yes. That ain't English breakfast tea. That's some Earl Grey tea. She's sipping. No, that's salty. We made her salty. Alright, so fun fact, if you're in Hellbound, if you're in this town, with that particular building of it, and you're here, and you go that way, the edge of the map is right there. But, I'm gonna fill up my squirt bottle with some cute, regular flavored water. Regular ass flavored, boring ass flavored, non-toxic, non-poison, organic, non-GMO water. And then we're gonna get out of town. This game, Insurgency and Breakout, is like my new three-way love triangle. Because they're interrelated. This game is a survival shooter, survivor looter shooter, with no extraction. Basically, this game is very similar to Breakout, minus the extraction. This game is like, and the original thing I liked about this was that it reminded me of PUBG without the circle, without the extraction part. This is like PUBG if it just doesn't fucking stop. PUBG if it just keeps going. And really, like, this game is very much that, because that PUBG even has like snacks and food and stuff, I think. Or at least like it used to. I don't know if they do still. In Scum, I like to give new players the fun. Shrooms, they freak out. Oh, that's funny as hell. Back when I was like new to this game, I used to like tell players that if you ate the mushrooms in this, it would like make you trip. So that's great. I love that they actually have that in Scum. That's super cool. We're just looking for loot. So, the three-way love triangle thing. Insurgency Sandstorm is like if you subtracted the DAYZ from Breakout. Because you have the guns, you have the ammo maintenance, and like, the ammo maintenance is huge, but it's not as good. Or I don't want to say good, but it's not as demanding as in DayZ. Like in this game, you're fully responsible for maintaining all of your ammo type situation things, and if you die in a fight because your ammo's fucked up, that's on you. Like that is 100% on you and no one else. In Insurgency, it's pretty much the same as America's Army Proving Grounds. Like, your ammunition in each magazine is tracked, so if you reload, it doesn't like reset your magazine count in your ammunition each time. When you reload, it actually like will track how much ammo you shot out of that magazine. You'll swap that magazine for a different magazine, like a tactical swap. And you're gonna continue that process until your ammo is depleted, and when your magazines are depleted, like you won't be able to access them anymore. So it pretty much does like an ammo countdown. They automatically get like removed from your inventory setup. But you do still have to pay attention to your magazines, because if you shoot your ammo down to the last single bullet, and then you like try and reload back to that magazine, you're gonna load a magazine with one bullet. It's gonna load in, you're gonna have that one bullet chambered. You're not even gonna have any bullets in the magazine at that point once it's loaded and good to go. If you loaded empty, if you load it on an empty chamber. And yeah, you'll be in a bad situation if you do that to yourself, so you have to pay attention to like the ammo in your mags and stuff. And Breakout is like that exact system from DayZ, almost. It's not implemented the same way, but it's very similar. So one thing I would add to Breakout if I could would be the hold triangle function from DayZ. In this game, if you have a type of compatible ammo in your inventory and you hold triangle, it'll automatically load that type of ammo into your magazine. Or if it's like the Mosin or something where you're loading it into a magazine chamber, it's the same thing. You hold triangle and it'll load. Or if it's a pump, if it's a pump or like a break action like the shotgun I've been using, hold triangle will load the right type of ammo. And so what that would be really useful for is if, for example in Breakout, if you only had one type of ammo in your inventory, there's no, like, it makes sense that you'd want to just have a one button press for it, right? Because you wouldn't be digging through your stuff to find the right type of ammo if you only have one type of ammo on you. Or if, to take this the step further down the same path, if you were in this position, like real life, you're digging through your shit, looking through it, looking for your ammo. If you only have two types of ammo, you're gonna immediately know which is which. Like, you're not gonna have to stop and figure out, like, is this the right one? Unless they're like, unless it's like the same caliber and you're looking for like bullet piercing versus not bullet piercing qualities, which would, if that was the case, you would already be doing a specific different button press for that. I fucking ripped my shirt again. I forgot the water pump's over here. I was looking for the water pump in the wrong place. Oh, blue dumpster. You're my only friend. I can't believe only one came running off of that. But some areas have more zombie density than other areas. Yeah, sounds like scum. You can't have a half-loaded mag, and if you reload, then you reload till you have half the amount of bullets in it. Oh, okay, yeah, so that makes sense. They do like a tiered... It's like a tiered auto-select where if you reload, it'll only pick the ones that are like past a certain like quality rating. That makes perfect sense. DayZ does a similar thing. Be gone, bot! Oh, did you get him? Hey, nice, great job, dude. I didn't even see him. Haha, be gone, bot. Excellent work. I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for keeping it real up in the hotspot. Yeah, bro, big flame. Big flame power up for you. I need a bot counter. That's what we should add. I was working on like a generic counter for my streams. We'll do a generic counter with like kill count and other stuff, and then we'll add the bot counter onto it. Be gone, bot! And I have food too, so I can actually eat some fucking food. So this plan worked out totally well. We made it into Hobo from where I was looking for ammo and other gear and shit. We searched a lot of the town, and I only found a couple of items of food, but the items of food that I found were substantial enough that my cores are basically gonna be good. Once I eat this last food item, my cores are gonna be good. So because of the way loot spawns in this game, basically once you search this entire town area, you want to fuck off and we're done here until we log back in later. Because until we log back in later, like, which is going to be tomorrow or whatever, the loot here is not going to be any different. If you run, like, completely super far away and come back, the only reason it would be respawned is because enough time has elapsed. Would be nice. Yeah, believe it. I think you would really enjoy Scum. Yeah, I think you're right. I've looked at it, and the only reason I haven't gotten it up to this point is like mainly the PC. Like, I don't have the PC. Like, I don't have the extra like fun room, budget room for stuff on my PC just yet, but soon. Like, soon. so my gaming PC doesn't have great RAM, and I'm thinking we're gonna go full like either 32 gigs or we're gonna go 64 gigs because I'm a wild one. And then we're gonna upgrade the graphics card too, so shit's gonna be great on my PC streams. My PC gaming streams are gonna be fucking great once I get that shit set up. And yeah, like I haven't watched any Scum gameplay recently, but I watched it like closer to when it came out, and it looked really interesting to me, because like I watched someone going through the whole like radiation zone thing, and it was like, oh yeah, this is cool, like having, and he found another player there and like fought the player, and he was commenting on how the other player was like underprepared and things, and I was like, oh, that's cool, like so you need to like be ready and stuff. It was really, I was playing DayZ, I think, like at that point, but this was years ago, so it wasn't like as in depth as I am now. And it looked a lot more like fully cooked on release compared to DayZ, if that makes sense. Like DayZ was really fucking undercooked. Like DayZ had to go back in the oven for 5 to 6 fucking years for it to be approaching as good as it is right now. Am I wrong on that? It's like, what, dropped to 2017, 2018? So yeah, 5 or 6 years, because it only just in the last couple years has finally, like, approached this level of quality. I think Frostline was the deal breaker of taking DayZ from, I mean, at least on PS4 for me, like, for my gameplay experience. Taking it from being that game that's, like, just a mod that somehow like became a game because it's got enough people that like it, to actually being a real game. But like the sad thing about that with Frostline is they did that and I can't even play Frostline because it's fucking laggy and shit, and also Frostline is really hard. Like, I love playing this game for the challenge of it. And I know I'm probably experiencing the same thing with Frostline that I experienced with this game when I was starting. Which was like, you'll start and it'll be nighttime and it's raining maybe, and if it's nighttime and it's raining and you don't know where you are, like, in this game if you spawn in the woods, you're fucking cooked. You're gonna make it to town and be sick, and then you're gonna die in town, and then you're gonna respawn somewhere else, and it's gonna be a whole other, like, struggle arc. Scum release date was August 29, 2018. Yeah, so I remember I was looking at Scum close to when DayZ, it was like around the same time window of me picking this game up, and I still remember that, like, really making an impression on me how, like, much more developed, like, finished the game looked than this game. That was then though, and the graphics in this game are a lot better, and also like general gameplay things too. I'm looking for the road out of here, and I don't think it's that one. I think it's up here. The one that I want to look for. Yeah, it's this way. The thing that I remember about Scum 2 that's really interesting is how it's got like a really in-depth like player health type system. Like player health mechanics. And that's definitely similar to Arena Breakout. Because Breakout's got like I don't want to see the most in-depth, but it's got significantly in-depth player damage, like, modeling mechanics. Oh my god. So I was playing Breakout yesterday, and, like, I had a match, totally normal. Like, we were, you know, pretty much started, I was knife running. Nothing special. I, like, knocked a bot and then took his shit and was, like, making it to the extract. And I got enough loot that I was like, okay, cool, well, I'm just gonna go and I'll make some money. and like I was like fairly close to the extract and bumped into a player. Like I heard him like shuffling around, like I heard this shit. Where's a bush? I heard the bush. I heard a bush. I heard this shit. And I was like, oh, I know what that is. That's a player. And it was like above a little ridge like this, so I just ran up and busted it. Saw homie right here. Boom, boom. I'm shooting him. Boom, boom. He fucks my shit up. And like in the middle of a fight, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna just kill this asshole. And once I kill him, he's probably got healing items on him, and I'll use his healing items and I'll just heal myself after I kick his ass. So I got him. I was using a pump, and it took a lot of shots. It was a struggle. He was like a sweaty gamer doing jump dodges and shit. He was like doing jump 360 type shit. He was trying to jump dodge, and I still just fucking rocked his ass with a pump. Fucking punk ass. And yeah, he had like a couple bandages and like one first aid kit. And I had 4 broken limbs at that point. So I was like, cool, great, I'm not gonna heal off of this guy's stuff. So I thought it was terrible, but I thought I was gonna make it because I like, you know, when you're all fucked up, you know how it is in these type games and your health is really low. You're like moaning and shit, and you're like walking super slow. You're like, ah! They're like yelling and shit, making noise the whole time, like, ow, I'm hurting, ow! And you're moving hella slow. And so I'm going up to the exit. I'm almost there. I'm like, there's a couple scavs there. I fought the scavs. So like, fucking, there's a scav way over here. I'm like, fuck you, boom, shoot him in the face with a shotgun from hella far. And it hit him in the face, and the first thing I hear is this guy screaming like, ah! And then he's like, you hear the character damage noises, and he's like hiding, so I'm like, great, this guy's fucked, so I'm just gonna run away. Like, it didn't kill him, but he was a notch away from getting one tapped by it. And I'm like 10 feet from the exit, and I died. Out of nowhere, like I just fucking died. And I look at the, I'm looking at the screen when I died, like I was freaking out because I was so mad. I was so close to the fucking red smoke. I was like 10 feet away from it. And it said, died from other damage. And I just was like shitting my pants at this point. I'm like, what's going on? I was so close. Oh my god, I killed all those guys. Oh my god, there's blah blah blah. I was fucking so mad. And I read the analysis, and it said, damage died to damage spread from broken leg. So basically, the moral of the story is bring some fucking heals. Even if you're knife dropping, bring some heals. Bring like a surgical kit and painkillers or something. You need a surgical kit. You don't need painkillers, but I highly recommend painkillers. You need first aid, and you need bandages. And if you just bring the highest tier, one of each, you'll probably be alright. But yeah. That game has some player damage modeling in it. Literally, me being fucking all fucked up and just walking on my broken leg made me die. In Scum, I heard if you have too much salt, you can die to a heart attack. Yeah, that I believe you. I believe you're absolutely right. And the thing that's funny about like Scum and games like this, where they're modeling the things realistically, but they still have to do it on a video game type of timeline. You could literally just sit there and do it in like a gaming session. Like, eat yourself to death or whatever. Which is, god, that's such a fucking meme. What game? Like, that's the thing that I love about games that do that type of shit. Is like, what game lets you fucking eat yourself to death, right? Scum does. Like, what game lets you, like, blank all these things, right? For example, what game lets you handcuff a stranger put a bag on their head, and make them drink gasoline against their will. Well, DayZ lets you do that. What game lets you do blank? What game can I waterboard a stranger against their will after taking them captive? DayZ. DayZ, you can do it. What game lets you... what game lets you go into not just a gunfight, but like actual fucking combat zone with a knife? Breakout lets you do that. You can do that in DayZ, but it's not as fun in this because it's like more... There's a lot more back-end labor involved. In Breakout, you just click, you do nothing, you just load with no items. And then find someone with a face, you know, carve your name into his face. And then take his stuff. And then there you go, Bazinga. Now you're a real pro gamer. So my advice to everyone would be drill, you don't have to do the in-depth level that I've been doing, but drill from 0 tier up when you're picking up a new game and picking up the weapons. Drill from basically unequipped up in your weapon preparedness and like learning what the weapons are like. Because when you have to fall back on progressively lower and lower tier things, if you fall back to the lowest tier weapon and that's actually your strongest weapon, you're gonna win the encounter. Like me, this has happened to me a couple times. When people are panicking because they're running out of ammo in a close quarters skirmish and they have to pull out their knife, I get excited when I pull out the knife because I'm like, oh, did this fight just get fun? I'm good with the knife. Are we gonna have an actual fight now? Because we were just fucking picking shots at each other before. Are we gonna have an actual fight now? Like, it's different, it hits different. I heard that there's a chicken over here. I do not have enough room in any of my things to hide this. Oh my god, this game, come on. Rags. That's only 20 though. Probably don't need the machete because I have, what, 3 other knives? Yeah, we could lose the machete. I didn't even use this on anything. I'm just dropping it. How funny is that? I'm trying to clear some room so I can stuff one of these guns. Oh, I don't think I can even do it because they're all probably too big. 27, 30, 20... Yeah, they are too big. Well, doesn't matter. We'll just take this then, and maybe take that too. Why not? I've never done that before. But apparently it's 1000% effective. We'll just use this thing because I'm gonna have to get rid of it sooner or later. Had some new players dying and they thought they had hypothermia, but I had to explain they had hyperthermia. So they were too hot. They were like, why am I dying? So they were overprotected for a cold environment? We just had a whole ass English language moment just then. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's like we're speaking the same language or something. Well, I pretty much have accomplished my stream goal of the day, which is getting from being a scrub to being not a scrub anymore. Oh, I left my gun back there. I'm not a scrub. I'm not a scrub. So when you're doing whatever I just did, be sure to not just like forget where you left your gun and just leave it. Yeah, because I literally did that over I killed this chicken. Yeah, that's my shotgun. When you start getting your inventory full in this game, you just have to be real careful to not leave shit sitting around. How many shells do I have for this? I have just the 2. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hey, you want to hear a cool song? Because I'm going to be gone before too long, but I can still play a really cool song. Yeah, we're going to just cue that. Was that to my right? Quick. Did anybody hear? Was that to the right? We might go try and find that chopper before I leave. I was gonna shoot these guys, but if there's a chopper up, that takes precedence. It sounded like that was over this way, right? It sounded like it was to my right. Alright, we're gonna put on the old auto thunder, and I'm gonna go for a second. Because I gotta use the bathroom. But if I'm dying, just blow on your screen, and it will make the enemies go away because they're afraid of wind. Hi, BRB. We made it! So, I was thinking, like, it's crazy that this is true, but the B distance in this game isn't far enough. Because you can hear shit from so far away that you're never gonna be able to see it. So I really thought that smoke, that explosion, sounded like it was gonna be this way. I really thought it was gonna be up here. I made a song about Subway sandwiches, and yes, sounding like it was to the right. Okay. It sounded, yeah. There's not a lot of, the thing is, there's not a lot of locations that are this way. So I went up here because I figured it would be this one. It sounded further away though. This is the edge of the map that I was talking about a minute ago. A very useful asset if you're trying to navigate places on the edge of the map, obviously. If it's not here, it's gonna be probably straight this direction-ish. What I like to do is, like, when I hear it, I'll turn so I can get a better fix on the 360, like, location. Well, I guess we're just gonna take a little jog down this way and see if we can see smoke. Because it's pretty much, that's pretty much it for my... Like, my food. I'm gonna have to cut that chicken up really soon. I like that song. Like, it's a cool one. I've got a bunch of neat ones in the playlist today. This is actually, I put together this playlist before stream. Because I wanted kind of a more refined version of my playlist that I was we were using before that. The one I was using for Breakout the last couple days. This one's, one of the songs I made for my big DayZ playlist back in the day. A few months ago, maybe like 6 months ago. And we've got some of the better DayZ playlist songs in the mix. I still need to make a YouTube video or something that has like my master DayZ playlist on it, because it's fun. It's, good background music, good environmental stuff, homework, working on your homework or reading type background music for the most part, or playing this game. Because I made it, themed off of the type of feels you get while playing this game and the type of game experience. I wanted to make like your kind of cool cinematic sort of soundtrack thing. I like the music in this game since they added music. Alright, so we're looking for smoke. We're looking for that column of smoke. It's really hard sometimes to try and find the actual down choppers, depending on where you're looking for them, because it's like you just can't see the smoke. Oh, I think I know where it might be though. There's one that's like in the woods up here. It sounded like it was that. Or I think there's one that's like in the woods up here. Like, I think there's one that's like up on this little hillside here, but I don't see any smoke. So I guess we'll keep poking around. Basically, my tactic when I'm looking for smoke, when you hear an airplane, when you hear the helicopter crash, and you want to go for it, you want to get somewhere that you can get a really good vantage point, look out over the entire area and see where the smoke is. And that's difficult in this game a lot of the time because the sight lines, being in the woods, looking around and everything. And then also, like, you can hear it from about twice as far as you'll be able to see it. So you could hear a crash in a certain direction, and it's gonna take you a few minutes of hiking to get anywhere near where you'll be able to see it. When playing Skyrim or Scum, I listen to a lot of lo-fi type songs. Right on. Do we think it's up there? I feel like I almost am seeing smoke there, but probably not. Because I know there's a couple places here, but I feel like I'd be able to see the smoke if it was this one. But then where else is it gonna be even? So if it was over here, I guess we'll just look this way. Because, like, if it was close enough that we heard it, you should be able to get to it. And from here, we should be able to see... Like, there's one little spot that's, like, the furthest part here. And it's, like, blurry, so... I don't know if that means that it's there, or if that's just like distance. That's just range distance, you know? I'd love to, find that crash before we bug out. Sometimes using like the side of the screen will increase your viewing range too. I don't know. It's gotta be this way because it sounded like it was to the right and I was facing north-northwest. So it would be either this direction or like further south because if it's behind you, it'll still sound mostly to the left or right side, like to the predominant side that it's on. Here, let's, before I get any further, I'd probably have to stop and find a place to cook if I was gonna try and cook. Because I don't think there's a house here, yeah. Other places there's a house. Like, if there was just a house, I would try and cook the chicken pieces real quick. Yeah, right here. Okay, I need to eat. Because I need to keep my core yellow. Basically, white core is good, yellow core is stop what you're doing and get fucking food. And if you don't stop what you're doing and get food while you're yellow core and it gets to red, you're basically fucked. If you're not somewhere that you can easily find food in red core, you might just die. Because what happens is, like, you can be red core food and, like, your health is fine, but what happens is if somebody, like, say one zombie fucking punches you, and they knock health off of you, the health is not gonna regen. Speaking of health regen, I need to, I need to make sure that I have, fucking bandit. Well, I guess I have sewing kits, so that's not totally critical. But if I wanted to be thorough about things, I would, make sure that I had a disinfectant so I could disinfect my sewing kits if I needed to. I think I still have the 2 lighters. We're just gonna use the crappy one. As far as I know, 1 rag should be enough fuel to cook these pieces of chicken, so we'll see. I have a couple more rags on me, so if it's not, we'll just stuff one in there. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, how's this for a good song? This is some of the most random shit that I got from Suno, but it's not actually bad. I'm just gonna put this in there because I don't want it to go out while... Yeah, because that fuel was already totally used up, so the fire was about to go out. Yeah, we could, exactly, that's what I'm saying. So that's new, this is different. So I might actually need to use all of my rags. So we're gonna watch this one, because when this one goes, we need to make sure to put another one. But you can actually cook food. You can cook like 2 chicken breasts, for example, with a surprisingly small amount of fuel. Yeah, it's funny, like, I always like to keep a couple random songs like this in my mixes. Just because it's funny to, like, have, you know, that one random song that's like, what? Okay, same thing, we put the... Okay, but I don't need to reignite it because these are already cooked. So, 2 rags. 2 rags. We just fucking tested it, myth busted. You can cook an entire... 2 chicken breasts. All I used was 2 rags. I didn't ignite this one, but we can still reignite the fire. Take it out. As long as it gives you the option to reignite, and there's enough kindling in it, you need kindling. You don't need fuel, but you need kindling. It'll let you reignite it. And then once it consumes this one, I'm just doing this to demonstrate. So it's gonna burn this fuel for a second. You can see all these indicators and the actual fire on screen too. Okay, so see how it's gone now? So we need to put this in there. And then it might still go out. No, it says reignite, yeah. So those rags are actually getting consumed a lot faster. I feel like it's closer to twice. It's close to twice as fast as the old consumption time. Which honestly, it's totally fine because it's not like there's a shirt here. If I needed more rags, I could just rip this thing out, right, and stuff it in there. But I'm glad we tested that. Suno, yeah, Suno's great. Suno is unhinged perfection. I'm just gonna wait for my chicken steaks to cool off a little bit on the floor here. I have a couple absolute, like, favorite bangers that came from Suno. Let me dig a couple out here. It would take me a minute because I have so many songs that I have to like actually look through like and find which one's which. This shit's it's still hot. So don't try and eat it when it's hot because it'll hurt you. Or if it's steaming, right? Yeah, if it's steaming. So you can see in my hand. And now that it's not steaming anymore, it should be fine to eat. Yeah, it's not hot, it's warm. Yeah, we can eat it now. If it's hot and you try to eat it, it'll burn you. This one's still hot. And now it's not. We literally watched it stop steaming. That's funny. That's crazy. So this fireplace is still so maybe that's their balance. Maybe they made it so that the kindling gets consumed a lot faster, but you can reignite it for a lot longer. Because that's what I'm seeing here is like it still gives me, I'm still having a reignite icon, and usually that would be like gone 2 minutes ago, or like a minute ago at least. So that's good to see, like, there's a whole, like, fire rebalancing thing that's happened. That was probably part of Frostline, honestly. I didn't really go too in-depth with cooking stuff, after Frostline, but having the reignite part, like, be extended time-wise is great, because it really needed that. Because you could reignite it, but only for, like, 30 seconds. And realistically, like, if you would have more time than that, and I'm glad they changed that. Alright, well, back to looking for smoke. Now it's a little bit clearer out, at least. I feel like the direction was, like, this way. So we're just gonna trust my feeling here. We're going towards the fake lake. Like, I want to get to a vantage point and look for smoke, though. Yeah, there's a vantage point here, so we'll try that. My cores are still yellow, too. My food core's still yellow after, eating that chicken, so it's good we stop to cook it. And we need to basically look for more food. I think my favorite on YouTube is called The Tears of Wrath and Blood and the Valley of Dragons and Kings. Are you talking about like some Suno stuff somebody put up, like on the YouTube or what? Yeah, Suno's fucking awesome. You literally can just sign in with like your Google account or whatever, and you get like 50 free points a day. So you don't need an account, you already everything, you can just sign in, then type some cursed shit, it'll make a song, and then Bob's your uncle, Gene's your aunt, Bob's your uncle, you know. server's gonna restart in 3 minutes. That's my cue to sign off. Bomb. And this is why we checked before leaving. But this thing's empty, so it doesn't matter. Oh, mine was empty too. Or was it? Yeah, it was empty. One last bullet. Yeah, because I just shot that dude in the face. Of course it was empty. Well, we have 2 minutes left. You log out at the 3-minute warning. Sino-san's I put up. Okay, I have to check that out. Hey, thanks for hanging chillin', Jay. I appreciate you. Have a good stream. Good night. Appreciate you, man. That's nice of you to say. Thank you. We had a good one today. It was golden. Well, that's my character. We started as somebody washed up on the beach, and I be logging out with 3 guns. We got enough knives to open up a cutlery shop in the East End, and maybe not a bunch of ammo or the best guns, but I do have enough firepower to blast your face off. Well, thanks for that, bro. Like, that's the whole go behind the old DayZ Zero to Hero. Honestly, like, my favorite part of playing DayZ is like the start, like the Zero to Hero part. PvE plus? Sure, let's try that. I just wanted to load into a Sakal map to try and give some examples of what I was talking about earlier, how, like, it is actually really, it's significantly different, not just in, like, the cold gameplay things, but the map has a higher mesh, like, intricacy level, and the PS4 does not fuck with it. Some parts of the map are fine, and then some parts of the map are, like, 1 fucking frame per second. If anybody has any suggestions for someone you'd like us to raid at the end of the stream, oh, kicked connections, then lost them, that's cute. If anybody has any suggestions for someone you'd like us to raid, now's the time to make your suggestions loud. 97 loot, sure, we'll try that one. Yeah, because I'm going to be wrapping it up fairly soon. I usually don't raid, but if there's enough people to be raiding, I like to, you know, spread the love. We spread the love when we spread the love. We spread the love. We spread the memes. We spread other things, I think, maybe, probably. Oh yeah, I picked a good server. I love it when you log in and it's like goofy graphics. Not sure why I have an eye patch, but okay. They just gave you the eye patch for fun, I guess. Oh, because I'm a pirate! I get it, because I'm a pirate. Yarr. Well, I'm a pirate, but I maybe don't have anything quick barred. Oh yeah, definitely a pirate. We got a swashbuckler sword. That's awesome. And a radio. That's interesting that they give you a radio on this one, because those tend to be underutilized in a lot of servers. So we'll see if things are any different or any better now, but I think this is one of the towns that actually was giving me issues. Got a buddy name is Joseph Blaze, or uses Sapphire Links. Cool, dope. Yeah, if they're on and they're down to get raided, I'm hip to it because we're approaching that time of day. I just wanted to show you guys, like, the reason that I don't play Sakal a lot is actually because of what we're about to see. I'm sure you'll see it. Like, NRE was chugging a little bit. These towns, they just get super framey because of all, like, the little stuff. It seems like they've probably worked on it a little bit with the streaming. Like, at drop, this shit was so fucking laggy. It was the absolute worst. Just get on the thing, come on. There we go. I will never forgive you for what you have done to me, ladies. I will never forgive you. They ripped my hood. Oh no, they didn't. Never mind. I'm just a jealous wife. I take it back. Wow, look at all the shit they had. Damn, they fucked up, didn't they? They sure did. Now I need to eat all this before I freeze to death. That's one of the things that's kind of nice about a lot of mod servers. Is they make it easy to live. My mod servers would be the opposite of that. I would basically be like a vanilla, like, type server, except, like, wolves in the spawn zone and, like, 5 times as many zombies. I basically, like, if I was gonna make a server, I should do this. I should just get DayZ DevTools and make my type of server. Because I would basically have, like, cities with the big walls. I would make, like, big crazy walls around the city for no reason. Like, literally just meme reasons because it's funny. And then, like, the amounts of zombies would be absolutely broken. They would be like 50 zombies in places that absolutely do not need 50 zombies. And also, like, random packs of wolves would be roaming around all the spawn cities. And basically, if you could escape the spawn zone, the entire map would be your oyster. Because I'm just kind of sadistic like that. Okay, I'm genuinely impressed at how not fucking super laggy this map is right now. And it honestly could have been majorly because of the sheer amount of people playing, like, at launch too. So maybe that's part of my the adversity that I dealt with the good old Sakal launch. I noticed that immediately though when I booted this game up earlier today was that the frame rate was looking really good. Because previously, like, this graphics mode was not great in this game. I'll see if we can make it to another town and see if we can find a better example. Parkour! Parkour, parkour! Parkour, parkour. Is that showing? That's actually showing my location, isn't it? Well, that's cool. Yeah, we want to go to one of these towns. We want to go to one of these other towns. That was level 100 parkour. You ended up not sleeping. I'm sorry. Things will be okay. Don't push yourself. Make sure to get hydration. Make sure to keep your blood sugar elevated. Like, eat some snacks that have a little bit of sugar in it. Some type of... something with some healthy sugars. And don't worry about it. You'll be okay. You'll get to sleep eventually. The less you worry about your situation, the better, because realistically, like, worrying about things isn't gonna change anything. It's only gonna wear you down, right? So just be, you know, be confident with what you got. You working with what you got. That's all it is. You'll be able to catch up on the rest later on. We all have nights without sleep. It's not fun that you gotta do it for exams, but if you make sure to have a Snickers bar or something, get a Snickers bar before your exam or whatever, that will help you a lot. I saw this post from somebody. Oh, hey, look, a random tent stuck in the wall. That's funny. I saw this post from somebody who was like, I was talking to my dad about taking our exams, and he was like, yeah, you go, you know, do the family thing and like have a Snickers bar before going in for your exam, and you'll ace it, you'll be fine. And he was like, basically the long story short was like, that was how he found out that him and his dad were both like hypoglycemic, was because if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be able to do good on the exam. And the reason that they were able to do good on the exam was because the spike, the bloodstream spike that they got from eating a candy bar, made them approach like normal non-hypoglycemia levels of blood sugars. And like the TLDR was like, yeah, so it wasn't like it was the Snickers bar was a life hack. It wasn't like it was helping or anything. It was just making us approach like what it's like to be normal for like an hour at a time. But yeah, if you can, you know, make sure to bring snacks and hydration and all that stuff if you didn't get good rest, and you'll at least be able to support yourself in your lack of sleep situation. You'll be able to put yourself in the best position you can. Snickers and Red Bull, that was the combo. Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, you've seen the same thing. Yeah, that's funny. I appreciate you, you know, pulling up for the situation report. Like, I'm here to help. I'm one of those streamers, like, I don't, like, I have a filter, but I don't have so much of a filter, and really, whatever I have to offer is pretty much on the table if you're here while I'm streaming. Well, I'm on the streaming. That sounds like a player. It's not a player, it's a zombie, but it sounds like a player. Yeah, people catch me with some off-the-cuff shit, and I'm still just here for them. We're here for the good and the bad. I'm not your fair weather streamer. I definitely have enough proof of that in my own streams that were as. But yeah, we're here for the good and the bad. And trust me, I've been through some doo-doo, so I might have some positive things to say that might actually help, you know, if you're in a pickle or whatever. I wish I had Baldur's Gate 3 installed, bro. Feels. Me wishing I had anything like more installed on my PS4 because it has such a small fucking hard drive. Well, I kind of wanted to come onto a Sakal server to show like how booty Sakal is, but it's actually kind of running fine. And also, there's not a bit. See, that's the thing, is there's not a lot of people on this server right now. This is probably tied to it. It's probably tied to the high frame rate. Yep, these guys are each gonna have enough loot on them to keep me for a year. It's funny because they spawn them with like can openers and shit. But every can of food spawns open, so they don't even need the can openers. I have never played a Baldur's Gate game. But I am a huge fan of top-down and isometric type RPGs, and I think that's awesome. I think the new Baldur's Gate game is awesome. And it's awesome. I just haven't played it. Oh, that's a buoy, isn't it? I see this thing out here and I'm like, I want to know what this is. Oh, I'm already cooked. I'm cooked. I fell in the water. I thought I could just jump onto the ice floe, but nah. You don't. One does not simply jump onto an ice floe. Where did that zombie go? Did he follow me into the water? Damn, anyway, I saw this fucking buoy over here and I got distracted by it. Like it's some shit I can actually do something with. Yeah, no. It's a buoy. Grow up. But we're on one of the Winter Classic community. I did play D&D in real life, so it was perfect. Oh yeah, no, so like I've played a handful of D&D. Played a little bit of D&D in my day. I actually had my hand in creating 2 or 3 campaigns that were like fully my own creation. It was like a teamwork, you know, team creation thing, but that was really fun. Like, D&D is great. I love D&D. I cannot talk smack about D&D or D&D players, because it's just peak. It's just good content. Yeah. Positive gushing about D&D. That said, I'm sure there's like plenty of people that have had like a hard, difficult time, not fun time, etc. Okay, yeah, so this is not even the peak of the mountain, but we're gonna go this way anyway, because it'll get us far away there. So I'm freezing, but running will keep our temperature up, and my food cores are going up. I think this is an infinite stam server, so we're gonna test that by trying to run like to the volcano. Because if I make it to the volcano and I'm fine, then yeah, this is an infinite. Oh yeah, well obviously this is an infinite stam server, because look at my stamina bar. It's not going up. My DM retconned a character that was killed by a false Hydra. I made a piece of armor with the DM that the person who got it was mad. That's funny. That's great. The character was a turtle wizard. Pretty fun. I got to make the character nice. That's awesome. We're just gonna run to the top of the mountain because there's nowhere to go from where I am now but the top of the mountain to assert my ascension. I remember we were doing this campaign with a friend of mine. Like I was doing a campaign that it was a campaign that it was me and my 2 brothers and his brother and another friend of ours. We're playing this campaign that the one friend and his brother who was playing with us made. And it was cool because like we did this whole, you know, the whole like topside arc, and then we went underground and we were like went into this huge cave with like ant people, and then I think we were on Discworld, and I think we actually like reached the edge of the disc because he was like, yeah, you're just like the edge of this huge flat thing, and it's just void and nothingness out past the edge of it, and it's a huge cliff. And we were underground, like way underground in this huge ant people like thing, and we were fighting them. It was wild. It was a good old time. I'm that person who would, of course, be like trying to make my own like entire setting versus just using one of the settings or like story arc things that's kind of pre-made. Oh, if they took it off, you would use the player's HP to repair itself, and if they took it off, it would act like a bomb from spells cast. God, that's... Oh, because it absorbed. Yeah, that's gnarly, bro. The person who got the armor was my sister, and he got an earful from her. That's hilarious. I mean, that's one of the things that's really uniquely enjoyable about D&D 2 is like the fun stuff he can do with the gameplay mechanics that, sure, in the real world, like, it's harmless and it's all good fun. But God, in the game it can be such a freaking pain. It can be such a hurdle. Or it can be the opposite. It can be such a boon and be, like, super overpowered. That's one thing that I've seen is always, like, a fun, you know, player arc for D&D games is, like, the god character, the, like, super overpowered guy. Who's, like, you know, he automatic D20 rolls for everything type character. Yeah. D&D's great. BBEG? What's BBEG? I know, BBGIL is, no, BGBIL is boring, goth bimbo is lame. That's original channel content, and I'm very proud of that. And I am still very lame, and he's definitely goth bimbo, so let's fucking go. This could in fact almost qualify as a new chapter of Boring Goth Bimbo is Lame, because by God, I am out here being boring and lame. And look at me, we're on the side of a frozen mountain. It's like the opening cutscene to fucking Conan the Barbarian or some shit. I'm about to learn the secret of steel from, like, some wolves at the fucking the volcano mountaintop over here. It's just what we do. I might find a frozen dead guy with a briefcase. Speaking of which, is that him? No, that's a rock. Okay. Just because I'm out here and we're basically immortal? Oh, big bad evil guy. Got it. We don't have to be evil. You can be a BBEG and be nice still. Like Megamind, right? Boy, if you were gonna come up here and look for a frozen guy with a briefcase, it would probably take a while, huh? I've never done that, but I am immediately grasping, like, how big of a task that actually is if you set out to do it. Like, that could be a frozen guy. What is this? Nope, it's a rock, right? This is the arc. Oh, no, this is him. Okay. I'm actually goated with the sauce, I guess. Look at this. Oh, his mask came off. Bro, you're supposed to wear that. Oh, his face partially came off too. Okay. Well, let's just, it says eat. You can eat the snow. That's hilarious. Oh, it's because I was carrying a map. Do we have a key? Does this guy? Nope, I don't want to eat the snow. Nope, we don't want to eat this. Nope, no. Did he have a key? We can't search him. We can eat the snow, but we can't search him. So, we got a box. And why am I not holding it by the handle? It has a handle. Hold it by the handle, for Christ's sakes. Jesus. Gee whiz. Okay, well, anyway. Guys, we found the frozen guy. You can be evil and still be kind of good, right? How cool would that be if we found keys in here? I'm sick now. I think it was literally like not even actually eating the snow, but just me hitting the button that made the animation start. I don't want either of these. I do want that site, the Barack site, the Barack Obama site. Well, I should probably take a gun in case I need bullets for something. But I can't predict needing bullets for anything because I am a simple farmer. And I'm just firing up some good times. Dig, dig, I'm gonna sprinkle water on the H2O. We're just just out here having a blast on the side of this volcano. Did you get it? Blast, volcano. I'm funny. I'm funnies. Don't look at me like that, come on. Going to the top of the volcano to hang out. If there's anybody up there, I'm gonna put 20 S-Foul rounds into his nose, oh yeah. I'm gonna help him clear out them sinuses, baby. God, sometimes I just wish someone would put 20 S-Foul rounds into my nose and clear out my sinuses. But I can breathe better now, so. And my room is not fucking way too hot. We did it. We reached the top of the mountain. Okay, so see where the smoke is coming out of the volcano? Don't stand on the smoke. You can go over towards it and it'll be not freezing cold, but just don't go on the fucking smoke. Like right here is pretty much good if I remember right. Let's wait here a second and see. I know there's you can go right here and it will, yeah, right here. You just don't want to go like any closer than this to the middle, because you will fucking die. Like instantly, you'll fucking instantly die. I say don't get closer to the middle as I like creep towards the middle. Oh, it's a German server. Wait, no, it's a multicultural server. They have Russian. They have Ultimate Survivor. Discord GG/Ultimate Survivor. If you want to know what server I'm on. They have a multicultural ass server message. Good for them. Remember that one time I came up here and like killed like 10 wolves and like wore them and ate them and got really sick because I ate infected wolves and yeah, and then other things happened. That was a good day. Here we go. So is this where you need to go? Okay, warmth is going up now. So I guess it's like right here. And there's areas here that will warm you up. You just need to be in the right spot, yeah. But also like just make a fire too. I literally came up here and I like made a fire. Up by the little bench, by the little flagpole on the bench. Just made a fire up here and hung out, cooked some wolves. It was a good time. Well, he made it to the top of the mountain. Look at that sun, it's so bright. Bright shining sun. Oh, well. What am I looking for? I want to dance. Oh, I can't dance because I'm holding that. Lame. Well, thanks for hanging on, everybody. I appreciate you. I've stood on an active volcano without lava, with a lava river coming out the side a few years later. It erupted again. Bro, that's awesome. Where was the place with the where was the place with the lava river? I know there's a handful of places around the world that have had those over like the last few decades, and it's always a rarity when that type of eruption is taking place, because it's really it's not common to have an eruption be stable with a lava river that's not like destructive or a big hazard zone that's not safe for people to be around at all, because the lava will have like gas and stuff in it, so it'll be explosive, and also the gas is like very poisonous to people. It was in Guatemala, Volcan de Fuego. Bro, that's amazing. That's so cool. Like, fucking lava. I've seen some stuff, but I have never seen lava. So that's some life goals. Like, bucket list, see fucking lava. Go see some lava. Cause you come back from that and you be like, yeah, I saw lava, it was cool. And people will be like, damn, I've never seen lava, fuck. Motherfuckers be like, I'm gonna go see some lava, brings a metal bucket. Watch me go on the sightseeing tour. I would do this just to troll the tour conductor. I would bring a metal bucket. And I'd just be looking at him the whole time like, bring a metal bucket, and then like a fucking like a cooking mitt, like an oven mitt, but only one for one hand. Then, oh my god, that's wild. I'm sorry, I'm a wild one. Well, we're going back to space. Thanks for tuning in, guys. What was that you were saying? You had some names for somebody I could raid a minute ago. Alright. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I'm gonna get our raid situation lined up. And that's what it sounds like when I type because of my soundboard. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna read Justin because he's similar. Sorry, lag. It's because I have Chrome open. I think we're gonna raid Josen because he's playing a game that's got a similar theme, so it'll be a good mess. Feel free to get your raid messages ready if you want. I'm just gonna get it going in a second here. And thanks again for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you. We'll catch you next time around. Like, subscribe, follow if you like all the good stuff. I've got a YouTube channel that has all the VODs on it. If you want to get caught up on my VODs and stuff that I've streamed before. There we go, that should be better. Alright, we're starting to raid.